Hi Leanne, welcome.
Thanks. Hi Joe, nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Yeah, so would you like to tell me about what's been on your mind this week?
Sure. Well, the issue in question, same thing. Finding that my elderly friend, who is now nearly 92, is becoming more demanding and more of a strain for me to deal with. I've been assisting her for nearly 15 years now, and I'm finding it much more of a strain, and I'm not sure how to cope with it. I'm getting stressed and anxious. I haven't got the time that she obviously needs. She's got other friends but no family, and I've over recent years I've just felt more and more drawn in to help her, and which I don't mind helping, but it's gotten to that point now where it's all getting a bit much for me. So that's where I'm at.
So I'm hearing you feeling anxious and stressed and feeling like that you're not coping with the demands that she's making.
Yeah, exactly.
For you.
That's exactly right.
Okay. Yeah. And I'm also hearing that, she's a good friend and you do care about her.
Yes, I suppose given the age difference, she's more like a nice auntie rather than a personal good friend. But I would describe her as a friend, and I'm happy to help her. But it's just, I think maybe she's becoming more anxious about getting older and lots of health issues. Nothing too seriously, as you know. She still lives independently at home with help coming in, and I just shop for her each week and visit her each week, and we go out to brunch every couple of weeks. But I suppose with my still working and with my husband getting older, and then I've got my adult kids, their partners and grandkids. Like, I've got quite a bit on my plate, which I enjoy being busy and doing all those things. But with her seemingly increasing demands on me and my time, and I think that's probably in a nutshell. It's just getting a bit much, and I don't really know how to manage it. I don't want to stop helping her, but I can't keep doing more.
So your husband has his own health issues and you're working, and it sounds like you've got a full family life around you already.
Exactly.
With demands there, and you're feeling like her demands may also be increasing, including with her aging and her anxiety.
Exactly.
Around aging.
That's exactly right. And I just think, where is this going? She's got help that comes in, well, basically just personal care for a shower every couple of days, and she does have other acquaintances that help with the shopping, but mostly I'm the one who looks after her shopping for her. And she does go out with other people if she's feeling up to it. So I think I have reached the point where now my husband needs me more. I've got grandkids that I want to spend time with. I've got work that I do, which I'd like to do less of, but I'm just feeling too pressured. And she's the area of my life that I find probably the most difficult, in that I don't want to end up resenting helping her, but it's all getting a bit much. Yeah, probably. Okay. That's it.
So, I mean, have you tried limiting your response to her demands in the past, or placing any boundaries around it?
I have, but that would have been a long time ago. My daughter and I were cooking for her at one stage. Mind you, this was like 10 years ago. And I don't know why, but she is an able-bodied person, could have well done it herself. So we eventually backed out of that because it was becoming ridiculous, so I won't even go into the details. she's still managing to cook simple meals for herself, and she has someone else who does occasionally cook for her, and a neighbour who loves doing that. So I had to put in a boundary there because it was just becoming impossible without going into detail. So I have put boundaries in the past. Also, probably maybe a few months ago, I did make up my mind that I would speak to her once a week, and that I would shop for her once a week, and that we'd go out for brunch every 2 weeks or so. Oh, sorry, more like 3 weeks or a month, every month, because I actually see her every week and talk to her regularly. So I have got boundaries there, and I have found that helps me. But I think it's just the aging process for her. Like, once she's on the phone, she doesn't stop talking. Often quite repetitive, which you'd understand at that age. And I've heard everything 5,000 times before anyway. So you've got to be very patient. So yes, to answer your question, I have put boundaries in place before. I didn't know that there's any more I can put in. Without...
So you're seeing her once a week with groceries.
Yes.
You're going out to brunch every 3 weeks.
Yes. Approximately, yes.
Yep, and you take some phone calls.
Oh yes, yes. She'll ring me, and I do make sure I call her every single week, because otherwise she'll say things like, "Oh, I thought I'd never hear from you again," and this kind of a little bit of emotional pressure that comes from her side. But overall, I'm happy. I've been happy with the boundaries that I have put in, because God knows where it would be if we hadn't. But still, on top of that, I'm still finding it very, very difficult. It's just the way I'm approaching it, or am I getting tired of doing this? I don't know.
What do you feel about your way of approaching it?
Actually, while talking to you about that, I actually feel quite happy that I've made those firm boundaries, to be honest, as in the weekly phone call, the weekly shopping, and going out every 3 to 4 weeks. And I mean, if there's ever an issue for her, we'd be there. Or if she's got any health issues, of course, we'd do what we could. But she has got other, support mechanisms in her life as well. So yeah, to be honest, I feel happy that I've done that. I think I'm just getting tired with the other demands from different areas in my life. Do I keep doing? Have I always done too much for her? Do I need to keep doing as much? Do I need to do more? I'm probably a little bit confused as to my role, what my role should be.
You wonder whether you need to do more.
Yeah, because she's getting older. She's getting older, and I don't like to say that she's a fairly negative person, actually, and she thinks she's a glass half full person, but she really isn't. She's a bit of a whinger, always negative, always whinging, but she doesn't obviously see that, and it really is quite draining. So I suppose I just want to make my relationship with her easier for myself. I suppose that's probably how I would clarify that.
And you said of yourself that you're feeling like maybe you're getting tired. So what does that feel like for you?
Well, when I say tired, I think I'm just maybe tired of hearing her voice. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude.
Okay, yeah.
But that's and it is a mental drain. It is a mental drain, not knowing, should I be doing more? Should I have not done as much? Like I'm not related to her. Not related to her, but I have been a friend for a long time, so it's hard to pull away from someone you've been helping.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much
tired of hearing her voice. The negativity.
Yeah.
And they're long conversations. She doesn't only speak briefly.
She doesn't. However, I have had to find ways of curtailing that as well. She does appreciate that I'm busy, so I can always say, look, I've got to pop off to work shortly, so I'll catch up with you in a few days or whatever. I'm a bit harsher in drawing those boundaries. Maybe I've created a rod for my own back. I don't really know.
Created a rod for your
my own back by maybe when I did have more energy and more time, I might have what would you say, not sort of indulged her more, but now it's difficult. So it's hard to sort of come back from that without feeling mean. Yeah, I suppose it's interesting because just talking about it helps me clarify how I actually feel. So that's good.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, yeah. You mentioned some other stresses. You sound like you've got a lot on your plate. Are other things also stressing you? Are any of those other things stressing you?
There are. Oh, I'm so sorry. How much time have we got? Because I wasn't aware that we might have a confined amount of time.
No, we're finishing up in 5 minutes. That's fine.
Yes. I think what you just said has got a lot to do with it because I'm getting older. I'm thinking, well, obviously we're all getting older, but I'm 69 this year. My husband is 77 this year, and you think, oh, okay, well, no one's here forever. You want to have a bit more quality in your own life. I'm sorry, I don't think I quite grasped your question, your last question.
Oh, so I'm just thinking about your stress in general.
Yeah, okay.
Because you mentioned the stress that you're experiencing, and then some boundaries that you're very happy with that having put. And so I was wondering, really I wanted to get to where is there some downtime for you?
Yeah, that's right. That's where you were going. So some downtime for me. Well, my husband and I do try to have a bit of downtime, but with the mix of everything, like most people, we're quite busy, and so we do try to do that. And the other stressors, it's just this. I'm worried about my husband, I suppose. He's excellent for his age, and he's very, very helpful and always supportive of me, which is wonderful. So, just apart from her, I think it seems just through talking with you that it seems as though she's like the thorn in my side at the moment. And that sounds mean, but that's how I feel. That's how I feel because I think it's our time now to enjoy the grandkids, to have time together, and this situation with her is taking me away from that. So that's that's really helped me clarify my issues there, hasn't it?
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Leonie, for sharing today.
Thank you.
It was really interesting.
Yeah, and very helpful because you just help me untie what is going on in my mind with her and into sort of manageable chunks. So thank you.
Okay.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much. See you another time.
Thank you. You'll do.